So, what we are going to share about is abundance. And this abundance word comes from this word abundant, which is flow. And if you have to understand flow, you have to just be in the present. You can't understand flow from its past or future. The way you fall in love for the very first time, you are in love and you were just experiencing the feeling of it. That's why they always say that the first love is always important. You just love that person. You don't know from where you got this feeling. आपने वो कहाँ से सीखा? You don't care about the age you are in. You don't care about the society. You don't care about the religion. You just love that person. You even don't think what is going to be the future of it. You just be there. You just experiencing it. So when you have to understand flow, abundance, love, you can't understand from the point of view of its past or future. You have to just available to it in the present. Just like if you see a flower and you experience a beauty of it, that beauty is more than enough. So when we talk about abundance, you need to understand the background of it. Background, not as if the past. The past has two sides, wherein I tell you from where it started, and the other background is आई एम टेलिंग यू टू आप लोगों को जैसे उसका समझना और आसान हो जाए. You understand the meaning of it more clearly. And to understand abundance, you have to understand love. You can love from two ways. One is from the perspective, and other is from the nothingness. The first love, mostly, we all have experienced has come out of nothingness. You just see somebody, you don't know the age of that person, you don't know the background of that person, you just love. This love has come from nothingness. And as you grow older, you start loving from perspective. You see a person, you analyze it, you analyze the background. आपको लगता है उसके साथ फ्यूचर होगा कि नहीं, is that person is financially settled or not. So this is loving from the perspective. When you love from nothingness, as Riaz spoke about space, so you give a freedom, a space to that person to be. वो इंसान कैसा भी है, you just accept it. When you love from perspective, you love from your viewpoint. Whether she is going to understand me, whether he is going to understand my tantrums, whether he is earning well, whether she is going to love travel like me. And the other love is from nothingness, wherein you don't know what is going to be the future. You know that you have your positive and negative side, and at the same time you appreciate that other person also has positive and negative sides, and you accept that person. Even in worst cases, whether that person accepts you or not. But still, you love. That's it. You simply love, like how God loves us. आज आपको you are expecting something, a call from your for a job. आज आपको आ गया, तो आज आपको भगवान पे बहुत ज्यादा प्यार आ गया. You went to the temple. आप वहां पे पूजा भी करके आ गए, आप थैंक यू बोल के आ गए. कुछ दिन बाद यू लॉस द सेम जॉब. आज आपको भगवान पे गुस्सा आ रहा है, बिकॉज इफ आई एम सो हार्ड वर्किंग, why it happened to me? If I love someone so dearly, why it happened to me? I support my family so much, but they don't understand me. फिर आपका जो भगवान पे प्यार है वो नेगेटिव साइड चलने लगता है. But at the same time, God will not stop loving you. We all want in our life that somebody should accept us and love us as we are. But if we see the love what we give is a love from the viewpoint, from the perspective, it's not coming from the nothingness. तो हम सबको वो प्यार चाहिए जहां पे सामने वाला हमको बहुत अच्छे से समझे, बहुत अच्छे से प्यार करे, एक्सेप्ट करे. ये भी एक्सेप्ट करे कभी कभी मुझे गुस्सा आ जाता है, बट इट्स मोमेंट्री. वैसे मैं दिल की बहुत अच्छी हूँ, मैं दिल का बहुत अच्छा हूँ, बट सामने वाला मेरे को ऐसे ही एक्सेप्ट करे जैसे मैं हूँ. बट एट द सेम टाइम व्हेन यू आर गिविंग लव, यू आर लविंग द पर्सन हु इज लविंग यू बैक. और जो हम लाइफ में देते हैं हमको वही मिलता है. And then you complain that you don't have great relationships, you don't have enough money in life, you don't have a good career, you don't have a good boss, your neighbors are not good, you don't get a good group wherein you talk about spirituality. What you are giving out is going to come back to you. That is the rule of the universe, and it is not going to change for anyone. Not even for Shikha, not for Anshu, not for Sheetal, not for Chetan, not for Buddha, not for Riaz, not for Jesus. Universal laws are equal for everyone. Nobody can change it. And that's what love is. और अगर भगवान ये सोचे कि यार शिखा इज सच ए गुड पर्सन, ठीक है, आज का दिन दुनिया उसके हिसाब से चलाते हैं. और अगर हर किसी को, आज का दिन तो बहुत आगे की बात है, 5 मिनट्स इज मोर देन इनफ. अगर भगवान ने 5-5 मिनट सबको दे दिया कि 5 मिनट्स देवारती के हिसाब से दुनिया चलेगी, 5 मिनट्स चित्रा के हिसाब से दुनिया चलेगी, 2 दिन के अंदर ये दुनिया खत्म हो जाएगी. बिकॉज फ्रॉम योर पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ लव, वॉट यू वुड यू वॉन्ट, आप क्या चाहोगे? मेरा दोस्त है सतबीर, अगर उसके हाथ में 5 मिनट के लिए दुनिया दे दी ना, बस वो यही चाहेगा कि देर इज वन नेबर, उसकी आज स्कूटी खराब हो जाए. दैट्स इट. मतलब यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट पावर गॉड हैज गिवन यू एंड व्हाट यू वांट, व्हाट यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग. द पावर इज ऑलवेज देयर, but life is working out of your expectations. Before starting this session, what were your thoughts? Not about this session in general, or this morning, or last night. What were you thinking about? Were you thinking about, I have to love somebody despite वो बंदा कैसा है? Were you thinking about what contribution I will make to the universe if tomorrow morning I will get up? Were you thinking about कि संडे का दिन आई विल डू समथिंग ग्रेट फॉर समवन हु इज एब्सोल्युटली स्ट्रेंजर टू मी? या आप सोच रहे थे कि यार मंडे को वापस ऑफिस जाना है, कल ही का दिन है, कल काश संडे बहुत लंबा हो जाए, या मेरी सैलरी आने वाली है एंड दिस टाइम आई एम होपिंग समथिंग, या वो क्लाइंट का पैसा आना बाकी है, आज संडे आज उसको फोन करूं कि नहीं? So you understand, when you think about abundance, that you want abundance in life, and what are your thoughts? Maybe individually you have great thoughts. अगर मान लिया जाए तो individually you are very kind, but as a group, what are you thinking? As a member of the tribe, as a tribe group, what are you thinking? That matters the most. अभी चित्रा को अगर मैं अकेले में बोल दूं कि ये मंदिर है यार, ये ना सही नहीं है, इसको जला दो, she will not do it. She will say no, this is wrong, my beliefs are against, मेरा मन नहीं मान रहा है, मेरा दिल मना कर रहा है. और it's not about temple, it's about masjid, it's about church. Individually she will not do anything. वो बोलेगी नहीं, मेरे को पता है कि it's just different forms of God, but God is one. I'm a kind person, I will not do it. But as a group, if she gets a chance, she might do it. So when we say abundance, it doesn't just affects you individually. आपका individual thought process कैसा है, आप किन लोगों के साथ रहते हो, उससे भी बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. Whether they are talking about abundance or they are talking about negativity, उससे भी बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. So if you understand love and God and your individual thought process, you will understand everything in life. Because in life, there are only two emotions, love and fear, nothing else. और एक के बिना दुनिया नहीं, एक के साथ दुनिया नहीं चल सकती. It has to be like your two legs. So when we come to abundance, the background of it, you can understand from two ways of understanding abundance. One is scientific and one is spiritual, the godly way. If you want to earn money, you can take any way. It will give you a lot of money. I've spoken about this book, The Science of Getting Rich. You read it, you will get a lot of money. It will tell you the scientific way of adjusting your mindset for abundance. I won't say abundance, I would say money. Because abundance is a flow. You can't measure abundance. You can measure money. A seed is abundance. A diamond is money. आप डायमंड को एक ग्राउंड में डाल दो, उसमें पानी डालो, आप 10 साल के बाद आ जाओ, उसकी वैल्यू बढ़ गई होगी, but it has not multiplied. because it is money. बट अ सीड 10 साल के बाद शायद आपके आप आके देखोगे उसमें से बहुत बड़ा झाड़ निकल गया होगा, फ्रूट्स आ गए होंगे, फ्रूट्स के अंदर और सीड्स होंगे. इट इज फ्लो, इट इज abundance. A seed might not be a good looking, a diamond may be shining, but when you know where is abundance, which is a spiritual way of abundance and which is scientific way of abundance, then you will choose the path. Scientific path way of abundance, there's a limitation. You might say कि बहुत ज्यादा, बहुत 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 ज्यादा, but still there's a limitation. Mukesh Ambani is very rich. Okay, कितना पैसा है उसके पास? फॉर एग्जाम्पल 1 लाख करोड़. आज से 10 साल के बाद हो जाएगा 10 लाख करोड़. But still you can count it. That is money. It's scientific. You can count it. It has a lot of money. But today the emphasis is not the scientific way of abundance. Or most of the people I come across who says कि मेरी लाइफ में abundance नहीं है, they are talking from the scientific point of view. Scientifically कि पैसा नहीं है मेरे पास, या abundance of peace नहीं है, abundance of joy, abundance of joy नहीं है. They use abundance for everything without understanding the background of it, what is abundance. So that's why I said if you want to understand something, love that thing. If I love Chitra, there could be two ways जहाँ पे मैं बोलूँ हाँ आई लव चित्रा बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. शी इज़ वेरी काइंड, शी इज़ वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग, शी इज़ वेरी सिंसियर, शी इज़ ऑलवेज अवेलेबल, शी ऑलवेज सपोर्ट्स मी. जब भी ट्राइब को कुछ भी चाहिए जस्ट चित्रा को कॉल करो, चित्रा इज ऑलवेज अवेलेबल, ऑलवेज देयर टू सपोर्ट एनी टाइम. बट स्टिल द लव इज नॉट लव. If tomorrow Chitra is going through a challenging phases in life and she is not part of tribe anymore, तो मेरा प्यार अगर चला जाता है तो मतलब वो प्यार था ही नहीं. It was conditions. So when you say the scientific meaning of abundance, it has limitation. It is like max. आज से 1000 साल पहले अगर आपको देता है 2 into 2, आप बहुत रिसर्च करते, बहुत कुछ करते, 15-20 साल के बाद यू विल से 4. दैट्स इट, अचीव्ड. अचीव, दैट्स इट. इट हैज एन एंड. उसमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता आपको कितना टाइम लगा, या 4 निकला या 40 निकला, या आपने कितनी मेहनत करके. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू से आई हैव अ गोल ऑफ अचीविंग 10 करोड़ इनकम इन 1 ईयर. 5 साल के अंदर होके रहेगा. 5 साल के अंदर आपने अचीव भी कर लिया, दिन रात एक करके आपने अचीव कर लिया. ओके, व्हाट नेक्स्ट? व्हाट नेक्स्ट? आर यू हैप्पी? Then suddenly after a few days the goal will increase. So when you see abundance from the scientific point of view, it will give you a lot of things: luxury, lot of new homes, money in your bank account, lot of things. And which all arts, there are so many rich people I come across. They are very rich. They have everything. They have abundance from the scientific path. And that's why they are not peaceful, because they have missed the spiritual path. Money is very good when you understand abundance from the spiritual point of view. And when I say spiritual point of view, it comes from nothingness. If I give you a flower and I tell you just experience the beauty of it, that's it. And you just hold the flower, you don't describe it, you are in silence. उस flower को देखते देखते after some time you went into so much of silence that you became a flower. That is a transformation. And if I ask you ये कैसे हुआ देवरती, थोड़ी देर पहले तो you are different. Now how come you different? How come you have changed? How come I see a transformation on your face? And you will say I don't know, because I know that you don't know, because you can't know. And if you know also, you can't explain. It is not possible. You might try to explain in few words, but still आप आज जो explain कर दोगे, 5 साल बाद the same thing you will explain in a different way. When I wrote my first book about love, 15 years later, this June it completed 15 years. My perspective, if I have to write the same story, I will write about love. I will write about the same person, but the same experience I will define in a very different way. और आज से शायद 15 और साल के बाद और डिफरेंट हो. This is the spiritual way of abundance flow. You feel it, but you can't explain it. You feel the joy of it. You are just there, you are happy. You don't know the reason. That's the best way to be happy. You're happy for no reason. You're alive. उससे बड़ा कोई रीजन चाहिए क्या? So when you understand abundance from the scientific viewpoint of max, it has limitation. 2 into 2 4. आपने अचीव कर लिया, मिल गया. Then what? खत्म. ठीक है. अभी now you find 10 into 10. ठीक है. I will invest my whole life for this answer. आपने आंसर ढूंढ लिया. That's it. So this path is like max science. If I give you a flower, you will cut the flower and tell me ये कैसे बना, कंपोनेंट्स क्या है, इसमें ये ऐसे हुआ था, सनलाइट आई ऐसा बना. बट इफ आई आस्क यू, ओके आई अंडरस्टूड कि वो फ्लावर कैसे बना था नेचुरल प्रोसेस से, बट व्हाट अबाउट द ब्यूटी, वो ब्यूटी कहाँ से आई थी? नहीं, ये सबको मिला देंगे ना तो ब्यूटी बन जाती है. ओके, यू मेक अ फ्लावर, देन यू हैव मेड अ परफ्यूम जो रोज से भी अच्छा स्मेल कर रहा है, एकदम प्योर रोज स्मेल कर रहा है, बट स्टिल इट हैज नो लाइफ. इट इज स्टिल अ परफ्यूम. इट्स लाइक अ डायमंड. उसकी वैल्यू बहुत ज्यादा है, बट इट हैज नो लाइफ. द सीड हैज लाइफ. You have, आज से when you wanted to start a career and you said कि one day I will support my family, I will ensure that I will have 1 lakh rupees in my bank account. Ask yourself, आज आते हैं 1 lakh rupees very easily. Are you happy? You wanted 2 lakh rupees now. The spiritual point of your abundance is nothingness. It's like a poetry. I'll read out a poetry for you. शिखा उसका अलग मतलब निकालेगी, देवारती उसका अलग मतलब निकालेगी, श्वेता उसका अलग मतलब निकालेगी. और अगर आप उन सबको सुनोगे तो एवरीबडी इज राइट. बिकॉज नथिंगनेस इज लाइक दैट ओनली. You try to express your beauty of it, but yet you can't express it completely. Now, when you want abundance in your life, stop chasing it from the scientific viewpoint. साइंटिफिक व्यू पॉइंट से यू हैव चेस्ड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, और out of that lot of things you have achieved most of them, but still the target is changed. You wanted a car, you have achieved that. Now you want a new car, a new model. Now you have to understand that you are trying to describe the flow, count the waves coming forth and going back. You're trying that in whole your life. You're sitting in the at the beach और आप काउंट कर रहे हो, 1 2 3 4, waves आई गई, and you are right. Your count is right. If you're putting lot of hard work, you're putting lot of efforts. शाम तक you will tell me 10,000, ये टाइम से ये टाइम तक 10,100 times waves have came forth or gone by. Please mute yourself. तो इफ यू टेल मी ये टाइम से ये टाइम तक वेव्स आई थी, इतना टाइम हुआ था, नंबर्स होता है, ठीक है, ओके, इट्स अ गुड वर्क, इट्स अ हार्ड वर्क, आई अंडरस्टैंड, अप्रिशिएट इट, बट व्हाट इज द आउटकम? सुबह से लेके शाम तक यू हैव मिस द ब्यूटी ऑफ इट. वेव्स के साथ साथ द मूवमेंट ऑफ द अर्थ वाज हैपनिंग. देयर वर सो मेनी शेल्स वर शाइनिंग एज पर द सनलाइट. The fishes, some fishes have come to the shores and gone back. There were people who were in love and were sitting at the beach. They were enjoying the moment. There were kids making sand homes from the sand. There were lot of things were happening, and you missed everything. Just like Satbir, आज दुनिया चलाने के लिए दे दी तो यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि नेबर का स्कूटर खराब हो जाए. So when you say abundance, you have to understand that it is the way of the nature. It can't be otherwise. And if there is lack anywhere in the universe, in your mind, nowhere else. Lack कहाँ पे exist करता ही नहीं है. And lack exists in your mind because you see from the scientific viewpoint. शीतल एंड आई आर डूइंग अ बिजनेस, वी आर कॉम्पिटिटर्स. ये साल में उसने 10 लाख का टर्नओवर किया, मेरा 8 लाख हुआ, 2 लाख कम हो गया. टुमारो इफ आई एम अलोन इन द वर्ल्ड, 8 लाख का टर्नओवर, इट्स अ वेरी बिग थिंग फॉर मी एज अ बिजनेस. इट्स मोर देन इनफ फॉर मी. इट कैन पे माई EMIs, आई कैन टेक माई फैमिली टू वेकेशन, आई कैन स्पेंड टाइम विथ माई फ्रेंड्स. और ज्यादा कमा के क्या करना है? आई कैन वीकेंड्स, आई कैन गो विथ आउट विथ माय फ्रेंड्स. वो भी तो टाइम चाहिए ना. अबंडेंस मतलब ये नहीं है ना आई हैव टू काउंट द वेव्स. आई हैव टू सी द everything of it. I have to travel the world, and for that also I need time. And this kind of abundance, when you target, you have a lot of money also. Right now, if I say abundance, you are trying to understand the law of attraction, affirmation, and you achieve things and you don't achieve things. What you achieve, you want something else. What you don't achieve, you cry for it. That's it. And that has become a pattern. Like love, most of us for us, love has become a pattern. This abundance has become a pattern. God has become a pattern. आप मेरे को दे दो, you are good. आप मेरे को मत दो, you are partial. So when you open yourself up for the spiritual viewpoint of abundance, you will see everything around is only and only and only abundance. जैसे कि 1 घंटे में जितनी सनलाइट आती है यूनिवर्स में, अर्थ पे, दैट 1 hour of sunlight you can consume for the entire 1 year. एक घंटे का. Understand you are sun, and with your mindset you will say चलो यार 3 घंटा दे दिया ना यार, अभी 10 मिनट का पॉज लेते हैं. क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? 3 साल का दे दिया ना, 10 मिनट नहीं रह सकते क्या? आई हैव द पावर. आई कैन डिसाइड. आई एम द बॉस, आई एम द लीडर. But for nature, it doesn't matter what you do with it. It doesn't matter to nature. यार अभी तो humans have invented electricity. छोड़ो ना फिर अभी इनको. क्या देना है? The nature is a flow. Abundance is a flow. If you don't feel it, if you don't have it, that is something you have to realize और अपनी एनर्जी को वहां पे ले आओ. इफ आई टेल यू देवरती आई लव यू वेरी मच, यहाँ पे ना मैंने एक फार्म है, वहां पे मैंगो सीड डाल के रखा है. आफ्टर 10 years देखना वो मैंगो सीड ना उसमें से मैंगोज आएंगे. आई गिफ्ट इट टू यू नाउ ओनली. आफ्टर 10 years यू गो, इट्स नॉट मैंगो, इट्स सम अदर फ्रूट. सो नो मैटर हाउ मच यू लव मी, यू विल से दैट शायद मेरे से कोई गलती हुई होगी या मैंने झूठ बोला होगा. बिकॉज नेचर कांट बी इम्पार्शियल. नेचर झूठ बोल ही नहीं सकता. You have that faith in the nature. So when you have such faith in the nature, when why don't you have faith on the nature from the abundance perspective also? And when you bring this spiritual abundance point of view in your business, in your job, in your relationships, you will see that जो चीजें आ रही थी वो तो आ भी रही है, लेकिन now you are enjoying it. The client has credited 10,000 rupees and you are filled with so much of gratitude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your abundance with me. And at the same time, when you are paying your bills, no matter it's credit card bill, बहुत ज़्यादा आ गए इस महीने, but there is some company who has trusted you that okay, you take 1 lakh rupees of credit, you spend. I trust you that you will give back to me. And when you return that money, you are grateful. नो मैटर आपके जेब से बहुत ज्यादा पैसा जा रहा है, बट स्टिल यू आर ग्रेटफुल कि थैंक यू फॉर दिस ट्रस्ट टू मी. थैंक यू फॉर दिस ट्रस्ट. आई गिव दिस बैक, रिटर्न दिस मनी विथ अ लॉट ऑफ ग्रैटिट्यूड. दिस इज द स्पिरिचुअल वे ऑफ अबंडेंस. एंड व्हेन यू ओपन अप फॉर सच और ये चीजें अबंडेंस ना स्मॉल स्मॉल थिंग्स में ही आती है. आप सोचोगे ना ठीक है, आई विल डोनेट वन डे व्हेन आई हैव 1 लाख रुपीस ऑफ इनकम, व्हेन आई हैव दिस कार एंड ऑल. आप कभी नहीं करोगे डोनेट. अबंडेंस बिगिन नाउ. यू आर एट द बीच. बिगनिंग कब हुआ उसका फ्लो का, उसका फ्यूचर क्या होगा? नो. यू आर राइट नाउ. यू हैव हर्ड मी. राइट नाउ, if you look around, everything is abundance. The plant in your house, the sunlight outside, everything is abundance. All it is required is faith. And faith is lacking because your love is scientific and you are expecting spiritual love. There's a story from from the Bible. So Jesus was meditating for 7 days in continuous. 7 दिन के बाद the devil appeared and he was sitting on the top of the mountain. The devil appeared suddenly. He said, Jesus, you love God. He said, yes, I love God. You trust him? He said, I trust him completely. Okay, एक काम करो, you jump from this mountain, and if you trust God, tell God to save you. The God, angels of the God will receive you. You will not die. Jesus said, yes, if I jump from here, I know I will not die because God will save me. But I don't want to do it. Because if I'm doing it, that means I'm testing him. और जहां पे फेथ आता है वहां पे टेस्ट नहीं आता. So when you do law of attraction, you test the universe, and you say you have lot of faith, you are doing affirmation, you are testing. Your partner is checking your phone, and you suddenly see that he is reading your WhatsApp messages, and you ask him why. He says, "अरे nothing, nothing, just ऐसे check कर रहा था." I trust you completely. He trusts you because फोन में से उसको कुछ मिला नहीं, and you feel, wow, I understand. He trusts me. बट एट समवेयर इनसाइड यू नो दैट उसको एक सेकंड के लिए शक हुआ था. एंड यू आस्क योरसेल्फ वेदर आफ्टर दैट 1 second you will your love will be the same or not. And ask yourself how many times you test God, still he loves you. बारिश हो रही है, बाल्टी उल्टी पड़ी है, एंड यू आर क्राइंग क्राइंग क्राइंग. क्या है स्ट्रेस, आई डोंट हैव दिस, आई डोंट हैव दैट, ये नहीं है वो नहीं है. Abundance is flowing. You have to just keep the bucket right. You have to just keep yourself right and receive the flow. And the moment you say, I trust you, trust the way you want to get trusted. And when you put all your trust on God, no matter who is your boss, no matter who is your competitor, no matter who has left you, you trust that I trust you. That's it. जैसे गुरु नानक जी ने बोला है ना, सब कुछ तेरा, सब कुछ तेरा, मेरा कुछ है ही नहीं. ये बॉडी तेरी, ये आत्मा तेरी, जिस घर में रहता हूँ वो तेरा, जो रिलेशनशिप है वो सब तेरे, मैं कुछ हूं ही नहीं, सब कुछ तेरा. यू आर द मास्टर. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू गॉड, you say that God is a master, but your behavior are saying something else. You say, I have trust, I have faith, but watch your actions. So the moment you start trusting, हर चीज खुद ही हो जाती है. You will start attracting people who trust you, love you the way you are. So you start giving, you start feeling, you start having faith of the abundance. I always say that your job is not the source of the income. Your employer is the resource. He is not the source. Source is one. Everyone else is a resource. And resources are abundant. एक चला जाएगा तो दूसरे से आएगा, दूसरे से जाएगा तो तीसरे से आ जाएगा. आपके अकॉर्डिंग टू योर फेथ you start you keep receiving it. वो हिंदू डिटीज में होती है ना, काली माता, बहुत सारे हाथ. व्हाट इट डिनोट्स, ये हम लोग का लिमिटेशन है, हमारे 2 हाथ है, उसके सैकड़ों हाथ है. उसको जिस हाथ से देना होगा ना, आप एक हाथ पे अगर फोकस करोगे ना, दिस जॉब, दिस क्लाइंट, यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग फ्रॉम द अबंडेंस. You just trust and you just surrender. There's another story from the Bible itself. So Moses and Jesus had received a notice to pay their taxes for no reason. There was a time they just wanted to stop Jesus in some way. तो एक पॉलिटिकल इंसान क्या सोचेगा, नोटिस भेज दो, टैक्स भेज दो, इसका पानी बंद कर दो, इसको परेशान कर दो, इसका लाइट काट दो. एक पॉलिटिकल इंसान तो वही सोचेगा. तो एट दैट टाइम they have decided you have to pay this tax, and they know that Jesus had no income from where he was going to do it. So Moses came to him and said, "Okay, see this is thing, and they have asked us to pay." And Moses thought कि Jesus will be in tension. अब क्या होगा, कहाँ से करेंगे, from where we will do, we will ask for donation. He just said, go out for fishing, and the first catch you will have will resolve our issues. He gone out for fishing, और जो first fish they caught had a gold coin inside its belly, and they paid their taxes. So that is faith. I'm not sure this story is true or not, but that defines faith. How much faith you have on the abundance. And what is your path of abundance? Like just yesterday, Riaz and I in his office were discussing about sleep paralysis. There are so many people who are suffering from sleep paralysis. I was one of them in the past. It's a very dangerous situation to be, very threatening, very fearful. If you come to the tribe and ask about the sleep paralysis, I can give you the background of it. I can help you to come out of it in a spiritual way. If you go to a psychiatrist, it will prescribe you a few medicines, which will repress it. Now it's happening to you, but you are not there to witness it. And you feel कि हाँ जो second वाला है ना वो ज़्यादा अच्छा है. But there is no spiritual progress. There is no life. It's just like you have lot of problems and you are drinking alcohol because for some time you have forgotten कि भूल गए यार चलो अच्छा है. But next day morning you are again with the same problems. You are sleeping, बहुत भयानक सपना आया, उठ गए, thank God it was just a dream. सारा दिन आपने काम किया, the night again you're sleeping, again the dreams, again you got fearful, you fought happy, you got next day morning, went to job, वापस dreams, वापस life. You don't know what is dream, what is reality. ऐसी लाइफ चल रही है. So the if you go from this seek abundance from the scientific viewpoint, you will achieve things yet not achieve things. It is like raping someone. You overpower the body. You get that woman. You see her naked, but you can't win her soul. After the rape, you're satisfied for some time, yet you're not satisfied because you are expecting something else. और जो something else है वो कभी fulfill नहीं होगा because you are repressing it, you are suppressing it, you are trying things by force. But when you seek abundance from this viewpoint of flow, everything is abundance. Even I am abundance. The blood flow inside me, the organs inside me, the intelligence which it is running. अब एक डॉक्टर को अपनी बॉडी दे दोगे, वो काट पाट के सब बता देगा, अच्छा हार्ट ऐसे पंप कर रहा है, ये फ्लो है, ब्लड है, ये है, वो है. ही विल गिव यू एवरीथिंग पॉइंट टू पॉइंट. व्हाइट ब्लड सेल्स काउंट कितने हैं, ये काउंट कितना है, वो काउंट कितना है. ही विल गिव यू एवरीथिंग. ही विल कट यू इन पीसेस, but he can't find you inside the body, can't find the soul inside the body. And that is a spiritual way of abundance you have to follow. If you want money with peace, because none you know that it's like everything is coming to me with a flow. I'm part of it. I have the luxury, and the people who are working with me have the luxury as well, because abundance has to flow. You are overwhelmed, you are filled so much. The bucket is filled. Now what? The flow is there, the bucket is filled. It has to overflow. And when you make yourself a resource of an overflow, you will not see lack. In the morning, I have written a lot of things to speak to you. When I tried to speak initially, I could not speak. मैंने वो बंद कर दिया because I got the message that it there is something to flow through me, and whatever I have spoken to you, I have not written. Otherwise, I meditate and write down. I share with you. Today, whatever I have written, I could not speak only because the messages which I have given to you had to come like this only, like an overflow. You are overflowing with love. You are overflowing with money, with life, with so much of intelligence, with so much of knowledge. Is it overflowing, or you are overflowing negativity on social media, involved in gossiping? What is overflowing through you is going to be with you in the future also. What is overflowing through you in the present is going to overflow through you in the future also. और आज जो ओवरफ्लो हो रहा है वो पास्ट में ओवरफ्लो हो रहा था. In the past you are in stress. In the present you are in stress because what you have sown, you are eating the fruits. And today if you are in stress, how come you are expecting a great future? And if you don't have a great future in the future, who is giving you a right to blame God about it, or your anyone else about it? Right now, you are at the beach, you are watching the flow, just receive it. Start receiving from small things in life. Start observing small things in life, and eventually it will grow in your life. So chase abundance from the scientific, from the spiritual viewpoint, not from the scientific viewpoint. I see lot of people coming at my retreat in their 60s and 70s. They have lot of money. There are some who are retired government officials at a very big post. They are getting a very good. They have a very good retirement income. They are getting. They have their farm houses. They invite me to their farm house कि सर यहाँ पे आ जाओ. मेरा यहाँ पे farm house है. मेरा यहाँ पे ये है. मेरी यहाँ पे property है. But at the end of the life, when they have everything, yet they realize they don't have enough, and what is not there, they have started to seek. So irrespective of your age, maybe you are in your 40s like Shikha, or in your 20s like me. उल्टा बोल दिया. Okay, the flow has no age. Right now, आप जहां से स्टार्ट करोगे the abundance will take you there. God's love has never stopped, no matter how many times you have cursed God. And that is the beauty of it. The flow has never stopped. जो पास्ट को छोड़ो, फ्यूचर में क्या होगा पता नहीं. The flow is right now. Receive it. And the moment you tune yourself with this spiritual abundance, things will start flowing to you. आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा which old client owes you money and gave you. Somebody has spoken to you about someone, और कहाँ कहाँ से आपको पैसे आने लगे, you don't know, because now you know सब तेरा. जो बैंक में अभी है वो भी तेरा है, जो आने वाला है वो भी तेरा था, जो पहले था वो भी तेरा ही था. आई एम जस्ट enjoying it. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much for your time. My greetings to God inside all of you.